fountain pen fans, and welcome to my unboxing and first look at the LAMY 2000. I bought this pen from Cult Pens. Some of you which will have followed my previous videos will have seen that I ordered this along with a number of other items which I will also review in the coming weeks. But I was keen to get to the LAMY 2000, so I'm going to unbox it here with you and just take you through my first impressions. I will compare it with some other fountain pens I've got, so we get a rough size comparison. I don't plan to do an in-depth review. There are a lot of people who have reviewed this pen, so it's worthwhile looking at some of those, and they do a much better job than I would. So first of all, straight to the pen. It comes in this sort of very plain looking cardboard sleeve, just a regular sort of plain finish to it, and when you take that sleeve off, you've got this lovely LAMY box. Now the box itself is covered in some sort of textured card, but it is a good quality finish. It's not a cheap box. And then in the middle here you've got this embossed LAMY logo. I'm not sure if it's metallic or plastic, but it's it holds the flap of the box in. As you can tell, you might be able to see, there's a cutout here, and when it's closed, it sort of keeps that flap down. So anyway, so the box is quite pleasant, and inside, when you first open the box, information booklet, other products available, and then for their various pens, the filling guide. And the guide on this side is the LAMY 2000, just tells you how to fill that pen. And most of you may already know it's a piston fill pen, so it just shows you how to activate that piston. So the pen inside, there's no elastic band, it's just held in between these two grooves on a sort of felt covered insert, and it's got this small label on it. And one of the things I do know about the LAMY 2000 is that the clip is spring loaded, and yes, you can see that there's some give there, and that's not bending the clip. The clip itself is spring loaded in the cap, so it's easy to put onto a shirt pocket or onto a side of a notebook. Okay. So the pen has got this, I'm not sure if the camera is going to pick this up, it's got this very sort of fine lines going along it like a grain, almost like a grain of wood, and I believe the construction is a fiberglass type construction. The clip itself is metallic, very modern looking clip there. The top of the cap, a nice shiny finish. And at the top of the barrel where the piston is, you've got this sort of silver circular dot, which I think is metallic. I think it is metallic. So the pen's quite light, and uncapped, this is what it looks like. It's got a couple of ink windows here that you'll be able to see, so you can check the level of the ink. As it is a piston filler, that's the only way to check how much ink is in there. The section is metallic and finished in that same sort of grainy brushed finish. Feels quite pleasant. The nib I went for is a fine nib, and you can see it's semi-hooded, or it's a hooded nib, and on this side you can see the ink hole, so this is where you need to submerge it at least up to there in order to draw ink up. Now, as I said, this is a piston fill pen, but you can't tell, there's no sort of band or a demarcation where you have on some pens where the piston is on the pen. It's so finely machined you can't see it. I can hardly see it, and I've got it quite close here. It's so well machined, but if I just twist that slightly, you should then be able to see the seam, and as I unscrew it, that will actually push the piston down, and you may be able to see in the ink window, there it goes, and that pushes the piston down. You submerge the pen and then screw it back up, and you will have drawn up ink into the barrel. So you can post it. I think for me that's probably a good enough size, not so I won't have to post it, and I'll be interesting to see how it feels once it's inked and see how heavy it is. I may not need to post it at all, but it feels comfortable like this. What I'm going to do is just compare it to some other pens I've got. Is the first one is a TWSBI VAC 700, which is quite a big pen in any case. I haven't got very big hands, so you can see that on my hand that pen is quite big. And here's the LAMY 2000. So if I just compare them side to side there, you can see that the VAC 700 is considerably larger. Here's a TWSBI Mini in comparison. There we go. And I've got a couple of other pens that we can definitely, I don't know if any of you guys have got any of these Jinhao XM50s. Great pens, great pens for the money. So this is I would say probably an average size pen that I'd like to use, and there's the LAMY, and they're pretty much the same actually, not much in it. And just check the sections, obviously different style sections. The LAMY is obviously a lot slimmer at the end, but where I would hold it sort of in between the section here and the main body, and that's probably about the same width as where I would hold the Jinhao. Okay, so there you go. There's a first look, an unboxing of the LAMY 2000. I'm going to ink it up, but for anyone who's interested, I'll be inking it with Tsukio, an ink that I use in my Pilot capless as well, and find it brilliant sort of general use ink, so really enjoy using that ink. I'll do some writing samples, maybe do a comparison with another pen with the same ink in, and then I'll actually post that at the end of this video so you can actually see those examples. So thank you for watching, and if you've liked this video and like to see more, please like, subscribe and comment. Thank you. Bye.